Hi everyone. I bought one more starter niche website. Just wanted to share details with all of you. The statistics related to this particular site are not very exciting, but I have my own reasons to buy this particular site. I will explain those reasons in a while. Let me get started with the detail. This is the site, going to be site number 11 in my portfolio. So here is the summary, purchase summary. I bought the site in Facebook groups only, where I am finding nowadays a lot of starter sites getting exchanged. The niche is outdoor, and the site is about 18 months old, about I think 17 or 18 months old. It's a .com extension, and the site has about 100 plus articles. I just bought it in this month, in the month of May 2022, and the most important thing is the cost. I bought the site for about $525. That's the purchase summary. Let me show you some statistics related to the site. Nothing very exciting with respect to the data, and then I will also tell you the reasons why I bought the site. So let's get started with the Ahrefs data. You can see here the currently site is getting about as per Ahrefs about 10 per month is what you're showing. It is not actually correct. It is getting little more than that. I will show you the analytics. At the moment, the site, there are about 150 plus keywords getting ranked for this particular site. But if you see here, most of them in 10 plus, above 10th position, hardly there is one or two keywords that are getting ranked in below 10 position. That's why there is no much traffic. That's how the snapshot of Ahrefs data. And this is the Google Search Console. You can see here. It is basically the incrementally growing very slowly. This is one of the reason why I consider this site for any of my sites. If you look at my public case study website also, there are certain points that I listed there, what I normally verify before purchasing a site. One of the thing I normally verify is if the site got hit by any of the Google algorithms. So if there is any spike and ups and down in this particular trend, then I normally stay away from this site, but because there is some risk of getting hit again and again. If you look at this particular site for entire 18 months of journey, starting from January 2021, growth is not exceptionally great, but however the trend is slightly on the positive side only. There is no any sudden up and down on the site. This is what I like normally when I purchase the site. That's the Google Search Console data and the analytics. This is the important thing. So this gives you exact traffic, the correct traffic on the site. If you see here, there was never any exceptional spike in terms of traffic. It's been very low. Now at the moment, the site is getting about, if you look at the March and April, nearly about 150 to 200 users. That means about page views. If you see, this is the overall pages, but these 2 months alone, if you see, latest page views are about 200 pages. That's all what the site is getting. That means per day maybe about anywhere from 5 to 10 page views is what the site is getting. Nothing much to talk about. Very basic statistics. This is basically the data related to the particular site. Now the question is, when there is not so much exciting about the site, why did I buy it? Let me tell you my reasons. Number one, the niche. As you have been seeing my journey, every last year also I started some sites and purchased one site from forums, from Facebook. This year also I wanted to at least start maybe a couple of new sites, but unfortunately I am busy with the content on the existing sites. And the trend I observed so far is, if I pick up any of the new site, then probably it may take some time if I start from the scratch. And also there are certain niches I personally thought about targeting going forward. So one of the niches is outdoor niche, and another one is home and bath and kitchen. Probably I will also look at into the automobile. These are the top 3 niches that I am thinking about if I get an opportunity to get into a new site. Other things, if I find any site that is really exciting, even though not in these niches, I will think about it. But if I specifically want to go behind certain niches, these are the niches I shortlisted. I liked basically at least the future roadmap for these niches. That's the reason. And this site is in the outdoor niche. I have been looking for the sites in these niches. So the site is in outdoor niche. That's one of the reason what made me to grab this particular site. That's the reason number one. And then the site is live for about 18 months. So if I observe the trend of all my sites since I started, the sites that I started from last 18 months, site number starting from, probably will give the first 3 sites as exception. There were so many mistakes happened in those sites, but site number 4 last year to February, site number 5 last year February 2021 February, and then site number 6 in the month of May 2021, and then site number 9 in the month of October 2021. All those sites now actually started making money now. So for about 6 months of time, most of these sites are in almost sleeping mode, and maybe site number 4 and 5 are almost there was no movement at all for about nearly 9 months. So the sandbox, whether somebody agrees it or not, I think there is initial 6 to 9 months of time for any new site. There won't be any movement. Indexing problems will be there. For all my sites I faced indexing problems, and then ranking also is very slow. Now when I publish any of the data, any of the article for all these articles on all these sites, it gets indexed quickly, and ranking also reasonably, I think it happens fast. So this site has been live for about 18 months. So I wanted to skip that particular initial 6 months of sandbox or sleep mode, whatever it is, whatever you call it as. I don't have now time to go through all that. So I was looking at some site which is already live. Doesn't matter if it is having traffic or not, but if the site is already live for more than a year, that means if I publish any article on this particular site, there is every possibility that it gets indexed faster, and also I should be able to see the ranking faster. That's another reason why I went for this particular site. The reason number 3, the content. Though the site is basically not performing well, still the site has about 100 articles published. Of course, average word count is just about less than 1000, about 800 words, but there are 100 articles. That always attracts me. Of course, the way you have observed in the public case study, and also the other site that I purchased in the month of last year March, so most of the content probably will be redundant. I will have to do cleanup and all that. But when you have 100 articles, I strongly believe at least maybe a 20-30 articles will be there that are worth ranking if I can do some kind of a minimal changes or modifications or some corrections. As you have been seeing, I made some changes for the floormatreview.com, the public case study, and it's already basically now earning about maybe anywhere from $50 to $60 per month. So I strongly believe, I thought out of these 100 articles, I should be able to, with my minimal tweak, I should be able to get at least 20 to 30 articles ranking. I expected, it's an assumption, purely assumption. I assume that about maybe a 20 to 30 articles will be of decent quality. Even if I consider about 20 articles, each article, if I consider, let's say, about $20 or $25, that itself will cost about a $500. So that's another reason I quickly went ahead, and I did not do a in-depth analysis because site was, I know that there are a lot of queries for this particular seller, so I just wanted to close the deal quickly. Everything happened within about 4 to 6 hours of time. In the afternoon, the seller posted on Facebook, and by night we closed the deal, including the site transfer, including basically the money transfer and everything. So these are the reasons. So first one is the niche, second one is the site was live for long period of time, then there is a content on the site, and with experience I gained so far, I strongly believe that probably at least maybe a 10 to 20% of posts I will be able to rework to get some traffic. That will be good enough, and this will help me to publish more content in the outdoor niche going forward. These are the reasons. This is why I purchased this site. Anyway, for next month or two, I may not actively work on this. I may do some kind of a minor adjustments or correction, and then I will actually start publishing some new content onto the site. I will anyway keep you posted. That's about it. Just wanted to share all the details with you. If please share your comments in the comment section. Thanks. Bye.